Hey, Jules, guess what I'm watching on TV?
What are you watching?
Delta Force.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which actually, what I realized when I was telling Dylan is it's actually called The Delta Force.
Yeah,
The movie is The Delta Force.
The Delta Force.
I can't tell you how long I've just called it Delta Force. What a great movie, man.
I'm watching The C-SPAN.
Welcome to a new edition of Curiosity Public, the podcast COVID special. I'm Dutch.
I'm Jules.
Dylan.
All right. So as some of you may know, as some of you may not know, we're doing some podcasts these days. And we're trying to crank some out during the quarantine that everybody's under.
And this is new for us, so forgive us while we're trying to figure out all the audio stuff.
No, basically we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the long and short.
We usually never do.
Yeah, but what we like to call these, we like to explore a different curiosity, a different topic with each one of these. I think Dylan's been supplying all of our topics. So, Dylan, what do you got for us this time?
All right, so today it's gonna get very personal, guys. It's a lot of personal stuff. So we want to talk about the special occasion alcohol. So there was an article on Fox News about the Chiefs win.
The Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, dude, I just changed the
Clearly you're a sportsman.
No, listen.
In the football competition.
In the Super Bowl.
Is Patrick Mahomey your homie?
Listen.
Typical front runner.
Yeah, thanks. On Fox News, they had this article about a Chiefs fan finally opening a 50-year-old bottle of whiskey from Super Bowl IV. So I guess he was waiting for the right time to drink it, and he wanted to drink it when the Chiefs finally win another Super Bowl. And the last time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl was in 1970. Because of that win, I guess a local brewery created this special whiskey to commemorate the win.
You mean a distillery or a brewery?
It said brewery, but I mean, I did not make that mistake. You know, I get it. It's alcohol. I get it. But it said brewery, all right? And I guess the original owner passed away, and
Original owner of the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the person who received it kept the promise of drinking it when the Chiefs win, and obviously they won the Super Bowl and kept his word, and he had a party and he cracked open the bottle and drank it, and then also celebrated the original owners. I was reading this and I said, you know what, this is kind of interesting that there was a specific alcohol ready to go for a specific occasion. So my question to you, do you have something that you're saving for a special occasion in the future?
Good question. Hey, before we get to that, guys, I got to just interject with something totally random here. I think I mentioned this to you guys before we started recording, was that I'm watching Delta Force. It's like on in the background.
Yeah.
And I just saw that Delta Force 2 is coming on right after it. Do you guys know what the full title of Delta Force 2 is?
Isn't it just Delta Force 2?
No. It's like Delta Force 2 something, right?
Yeah, exactly. Do you guys know what it is?
No.
Oh, what was it? I think it was like something to do with South America. I know it was South America.
Wow. I am impressed with your brain.
I remember
South American conquest.
So I'm thinking, okay, I know it's South America. So it's like either Panama or like Colombia. They were the bad guys, I think, during the 80s.
Delta Force 2, the Colombian Connection.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, snap.
Wow.
Okay, I'm impressed, dude. I'm actually really impressed that you got that close.
Hey, man, I watched too many movies.
All right, so anyway, back on topic.
Chuck Norris fan.
Special occasion liquor. Jules, you want to go first or you want me to go? I got a good one.
Sorry, what was the question?
Has nothing to do with Colombia or cocaine.
Has nothing to do with Delta Force or Chuck Norris.
No. So the question
is,
is,
it's about like if we're holding a special occasion bottle, right?
Yeah.
I actually am, only because it was given to me as a gift. Actually, I think by you, Dutch. I know for sure it was by you, Dutch, and just because it's a rare thing, and I've been holding on to a Blanton's Gold you gave me on your last European tour. So.
Well,
I am holding on to that. It's more, but I mean, in terms of something for the future, I mean, yeah, I guess, any special occasion, but I usually consider, hanging out with any one of you guys as a special occasion. So like, I'll crack open the bottle.
Nice. That's pretty lame.
From the heart, man. From the heart.
So I've got one, and I've got a couple others, but like I've got one in particular. And you guys have actually tried this. You guys came to my 10-year wedding anniversary, and we had a barrel pick Weller 107.
Yes.
I ended up with a couple extra bottles of that, so that my wife and I are saving those for maybe a future anniversary. Hopefully, I don't know, but
nice.
That's one. That's like a really.
Weren't these like a special collection from the venue?
Yes, and I
a private collection from the venue, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to come home with two of them, but I did.
Nice.
So that's one. I mean, I've got a couple of other things kind of stashed away, and then I've got a story kind of actually about this whole being under house arrest thing that we're all experiencing right now with the COVID. And it's just kind of this, we can get into this maybe after Dylan shares what he's going to reveal here, but I want to talk about this, which is, do you guys find yourselves cracking into kind of your special stash, your bunker? Because I kind of feel like this is what it's there for. Like, you're stuck at home.
Yeah.
I think more people are cracking into their whiskey bunkers than ever before. But let's come to that next. Dylan, what's your special occasion one?
Yeah, so ties into that. I saved the 5 large 1.75 liter Elijah Craig 12-year that I bought right before they stopped making it. And originally, I intended to share it with our viewers, believe it or not. If we ever had a gathering of the viewers of this channel,
or a group of bourbon drinkers.
Yeah, a group of 5 or 6 people.
Isn't that like every Friday night at your house?
I was going to open this up and say, you know what, everybody gets an ounce or 2 ounces.
1 ounce, dude.
Hey, what? Yeah. Well, I was thinking.
Cash bar only, man.
Oh wait, dude! I forgot to ask you guys what you're drinking now. This is going to be relevant.
Right.
Why don't you go first, Dylan?
Today, I am drinking Elijah Craig 12-year.
Well, there you go.
And that's the one you have in stash, right? That's what you're talking about.
That's right.
Good choice.
Well played.
Jules, what are you drinking?
Well, in light of this special occasion, special discussion, I am drinking Weller Special Reserve.
Wow.
Super special, man. I actually cracked open. I mean, I knew we were going to be talking about this topic, and I cracked open something very special, very rare.
Ooh.
Might even call it Eagle Rare.
Oh.
But Eagle Rare 17.
Oh.
This is the 2019 Eagle Rare 17 that I was lucky enough to snag in the annual kind of raffle flash sale thing that one of the chain liquor stores around here has. I'm always looking for an excuse to drink this kind of stuff, I feel like. What about you guys?
I agree. I do not save it for some mythical future occasion. I think the time is now. The time is now, and we got to drink it now. In fact, I think the other day I had a glass of Pappy.
Carpe diem, baby.
Yeah.
So let's get into that, like this whole being under lockdown, right? You know, it's March 2020. We're in California. We've been ordered by our governor to stay at home. I feel like I'm finding every single possible reason to crack open something really awesome. So the other night, my friend had his birthday, right? He had a Zoom birthday party, and all these people, it was actually a bunch of tequila people, and people were cracking open all kinds of super rare stuff. And I actually cracked into some of my rare tequilas. But before I did that, I was like, dude, I'm going to open my favorite bottle and pour myself something. And I cracked into my Pappy 15 and poured myself that in honor of his birthday. But, you know, it's like normally I feel like I just sit on that. Mm. But like we're saying, like I found an excuse. We're under these kind of exigent circumstances. I feel like it's making me more likely to crack into kind of some of the rare stuff. Like I cracked open Eagle Rare 17 and I'm just talking with you guys. What the hell?
I completely agree. I think this is the time to drink it. I don't understand.
What a bunker is for, right?
Yeah. What's the point in the future? What future day are you waiting for? I know some people collect it and they never even drink it. I guess they get some kind of visceral satisfaction from collection, not necessarily enjoying the drink itself. But for me, I'm not buying this crap so that I, put it on the wall. I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drink it when there's an occasion to do so.
But at some level, you do like opening up that bunker and showing it off.
True. I mean, my Weller collection is vast.
Impressive.
I am going to go through that at some point. I'm not hoarding it so that on my deathbed I can say, hey, can you open up my 30 bottles of Weller 107? No, that's not how you're supposed to live. You got to open it up. And I do. I keep opening it up, and my supply is dwindling, but I don't care.
Right.
That's the
like
whole
I said,
point.
you got to look for every excuse. This is what this stuff is made for. It's made to share. The bunker is about having plenty of it on hand for when that occasion arises. That's why I have it.
I completely agree. I'm glad that you had the Pappy 15 because I had the Pappy 15. I had the Pappy 15 and I had the Van Winkle 12. I had both on one night. Tomorrow, I plan to open up my Elmer T. Lee. I mean, I happen to have 4 of them, but I'm cracking into it. I'm cracking into it, right? I'm not going to save it for something. I'm going into it, man. I am going full throttle.
Yeah, my thing right now is like bottle kills. I'm trying to kill as many bottles that are like below the 1/3 left, 1/4 left. And I killed a bottle of Elmer T. Lee. I've got a bottle of Rock Hill Farms that's probably next on the chopping block.
Nice.
And I get a little skittish with that one because I don't have that many backups, but I just feel like this is the time, dude, right?
This is the time.
From like this unique time, I mean, do you guys find yourself cracking open that special bottle or just having a pour of that special bottle if it's already been opened, by yourself? Or is it that, you need an occasion with people to do so?
Since we have no viewers, that's why I opened up the Elijah Craig 12.
Exactly. Well, okay, that's a good question.
I mean, our 3 viewers.
Yeah. Us.
Exactly.
If there is somebody over, obviously, I'm almost willing to crack into anything, right? Like, I will just crack it open and...
Yeah, you've been more than generous, man, every time I've come here.
Always, man, always. But if I'm by myself, it's less frequent, yeah. But sometimes I will. But it's weird. It's almost like I have to have had 1 or 2 drinks. And then the third one, sometimes I'll look at that top shelf and be like, oh, maybe I'll pour
I know what you mean, man. You need that palate setter. You know what I mean? Just to get.
Or you just need to lose the inhibition.
That too.
So I have another question for you. So we went through whiskeys and liquor. Is there anything else in another category that you're saving? And I can go first.
Well, so I actually wine. Or do you mean like non-alcoholic?
It can be anything. It can be anything. It could be something, but something different than a spirit. So I'm saving Cohiba Behike cigars for that special occasion.
What occasion?
Special occasion when you happen to bump into Arnold.
Well, that would be nice because I know that he smokes those.
And you will gladly shake his hand and say, I celebrate your entire catalog.
But no, the thing is, the last time I had Behike was with you guys, and I consider that.
Yeah, me too.
I consider that an appropriate occasion. I think you get these things so that you can celebrate it with those folks. Now, I would never share that with, even family members who cannot appreciate it. That's what I'm still saving. A couple of boxes of the Behike just for that occasion. So that's what I'm asking. Do you have anything else other than liquors that you're saving for some future occasion?
Well, I'll go first, and so the answer is something for me. No, man. I got nothing, dude, except maybe like 2 pennies.
What the hell does that mean?
They're just real old pennies, like from the back, with like the oldest year stamp on there or whatever.
I get it.
You wanted me to come up with some random non-alcoholic thing, dude.
I get it. You're collecting that nasty.
I have these 2 pennies. I could probably pull them off the shelf right now. Just like, dude, I've never seen this year before in circulation.
It's probably fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Abe.
For a long time, it's weird. So this is actually funny. You guys will find this funny, I think. Back in the day, I think when we were all freshmen in college, I bought the CD of the episode 1 soundtrack, Phantom Menace, and it came with a pack of cards. And I saved that thing for like...
What were the cards? Like characters?
Like trading cards, like Star Wars trading cards, right? I saved that thing for like 15 years, man. I don't know why. No. And then one day I came across them and was like, oh, why the hell did I save those? And I opened them. That's pretty much what you mean, right, Dylan?
Yeah, exactly.
We're
So
talking about some memorabilia thing.
well,
No, I mean, I've got some like wine. Most of the stuff is like experience based. Like you're talking about like cigars, wine,
Yeah.
Right.
spirits, things like that. I don't know. Like, are there other things that people save?
I also have one of the Saxum, right?
Saxum
Saxum wine.
Wow.
And I am aging that until the appropriate time to share that during Christmas or something. But that's kind of what. And then I wanted to transition to another question. Do you have specific types of alcohol drink on occasion? So let's just kind of share. What do you drink on your birthday, Dutch?
You would think birthday bourbon, but I am much more likely to pour myself El Martili on my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of like my go-to nondescript special occasion pour. And again, like you, I've got about like 4 backups, so I'm not feeling. When I get down to my last backup, will I do that? Probably, yeah, for my birthday, yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So I
Jules?
usually do that, and that'll be like my first one, and then I'll almost always pour myself something else that's kind of like one of my rares.
Yeah, you mean for my birthday? Well, I mean, I guess this last birthday it was Blanton's, so it was that. But I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't really have a specific thing, only because there was a time when I even went through like wines and whatnot, and was drinking that on
For your
occasion.
birthday?
Or like for my birthday.
Mm.
You know, like
How about
if
you, Dylan?
I got a bottle.
Yeah, so birthday, it's always George T. Stagg.
Of course.
And so there's a problem with that, right? Because there's a finite amount, right? It's very difficult to get those bottles. And so I try to make sure I have something for the next birthday, but it's becoming difficult. So I'll probably have to switch to something else because George T. Stagg is my favorite. That's what I try to drink on my birthday. I have another question for you. What
Well, hang
about
on, before you get to that, let me interject with one here. Like, I mean, just it's not a question, but a lot of people I know, if they have a special date, maybe it's an anniversary, maybe it's the birth date of a child, they'll try to get like maybe the birthday bourbon from that year that their child is born and open it up on that child's 21st birthday, or they'll try to get a Blanton's, because Blanton's has the exact date that the barrel's been dumped, and people will search for specific dates.
Right.
I've got to say, I've never done that, but I mean,
well, that was a useless anecdote.
but I mean, a lot of people do. So I feel a little guilty of like, maybe people are searching for one of the unopened Blantons I've got, and I would happily trade it away to somebody that
Don't
really
say
wanted
that,
it.
man. You don't know how many people are going to be listening.
That's true. Screw you guys. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy.
All right. So I have
our 3 viewers are going to be pestering you now.
That's true. That's true. Hey, so I got a last question. So what do you drink on lonely nights, days, or mornings?
Lonely nights, days, or mornings.
So is this like a drowning your sorrows kind of question?
You might be morose. You want to...
Day at work.
Yeah, exactly. It was terrible. You got yelled at by the boss. Somebody...
By your wife.
Yeah, somebody...
Kids are screaming.
Exactly. Somebody spit on you, kicked you down the stairs.
Said your rent's due, mother.
What do you drink? Dutch?
Oh man,
That's a tough one.
you know what? Oddly enough, in that kind of situation, I think what I would reach for is Weller 107.
Really?
Yeah, it's high proof. It's got enough kick to kind of make me know what I'm drinking. It gets your mind off of stuff that's going bad. It's one of those, man. I feel like that's a good recovery bourbon right there.
Yeah, that's I don't know, man.
I mean, it's got to be high proof. For me, it's got to be over 80, 90. Like it's got to be above 100 if this scenario. But yeah, I think Weller 107. I don't know. For some reason, that makes sense to me. I'm never like angry. I don't get angry. Only in rare occasions when it's completely deserved. But in those rare occasions, I will reach for Weller 107.
All right, so I'm gonna save Jules on this one. I'll go next so that Jules can think of something other than like pink lemonade. Okay, if you say pink lemonade,
you know exactly what I am.
You're off the show, man. You're off the show.
man, if you say pink lemonade,
Day, have me some pink lemonade.
no, you have to think of something. But
all right,
so
well, icy style. You got to get a little frozen there.
yeah, right. Okay, so I'll tell you what I do. This group is skewed toward bourbon, but I actually enjoy Glenmorangie, and I like Glenmorangie 18.
Man.
18 is readily available. It is very expensive, though, but it is sweet, It's not that high proof, which is weird.
You don't think that's too delicate for being angry? That's a delicate whiskey to me. Like,
See, I don't pound stuff. I don't pound stuff. You know, I don't go like, oh, you know, this is a bad day, I'm going to drink a pint of vodka. I don't do that. I basically want something a little bit more subdued, allow myself to settle in.
You want to focus on something else.
Yeah, I want something to relax me. I'm not looking for that adventure that I get from George T. Stagg, which I said I love it on a birthday because that's a celebration. But when I'm morose, I like that Glenmorangie, the 18. It's just sweet, it's smooth, it's calming, it's relaxing. It's just a great, great drink.
I can see that. You know, like there's that situation you'll be in sometimes. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but like you've got a glass of something and it's got some ice in it and you hold it up to your temple and you kind of feel the cold glass against your temple and it kind of gets your mind off stuff. But I feel like it's got to be something like that. Like it could be Jameson on the rocks, right? And just doing that, I don't know.
Yeah, Jameson is just too caustic for me. I mean, I don't mind it at in front of a video poker in Las Vegas or something. Yeah. But if you had a bad day, even a Glenmorangie like 10 years, that I think you would just put it on the rocks and just... But
an elitist would do the 18-year, right?
Yes, of course. And just because that is my favorite. But yeah, 10, 12, all of them are really good. I don't like the weird, complex stuff. I don't even go for the double barrel, like the second maturation. I don't do any of that stuff. I want that straight up, sweet, subdued, smooth relaxation. So Jules, you're up.
I don't know, dude. Just hit me up with an edible. I'll be good to go, man. I'm telling you, if I had a really day like that, I'm going to forget every thing. But all joking aside, it's like actually, one that I've had on multiple occasions where it's all right. I really want to just get hit up. It's like Lagavulin has been, especially the 16-year, because my dad has been constantly giving me supply of that.
Well, see, hang on, that's really interesting. That's really interesting because that's almost the exact opposite of what I think, not the exact opposite, but like very different from what Dylan was saying. Dylan wants something chill, that is delicate, that he has to focus on, whereas you want something that's almost got like overpowering flavor.
Like a peaty overhit, like just hit me, if I'm really drowning, I guess, in things. And it's like I want that, just that strong, just flavor, the peaty bruiser.
Wow.
Dry.
That is interesting.
That is really interesting, and that's understandable.
I do love Lagavulin. That 16-year is great. Rare bottle. You gave me a rare bottle, I think, on a birthday. Yeah, that was fantastic. I thought you were going to say pink lemonade.
Me too.
You afforded me enough time till I go through the memory bank.
Wow. That's very interesting. So any other questions for us, Dylan, or is that it?
That's all I got.
Well, I think we covered a lot of interesting ground here on the special drinks and special event category. Before we end, one little piece of trivia for you guys here, as Delta Force 2 is playing in the background here still for me. And I didn't know this, but the bad guy is the same guy that killed Sean Connery in The Untouchable. He's the bad guy in Delta Force 2.
What?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
What's his name? Nitty?
Yeah.
Where's Nitty?
He's
in the car.
In the car. Yeah, exactly. So on that,
awesome.
Jules, why don't you take us out?
Well, on that note, thanks for listening to the Curiosity Public Podcast. Hopefully we will have a proper channel set up for you guys to subscribe and all that good stuff. And
if you're watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe.
Oh, yeah, sure. If we do upload this on YouTube. And hit some comments down below. Hit that thumbs up if you like this particular episode of Curiosity Public.
And until next time, stay curious. Stay curious.